We've got some totally free and low-cost ways to upgrade your Disney World trip next time, and I've got one that I think you're really going to like. I'm excited to tell you about it. It's coming right up here on DFB Guide. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog, and today we are going to talk about how to make your trip even better. Your trip to Walt Disney World, of course, is what we're talking about. Even better with upgrades that are not going to break the bank, things that are not too expensive and may even be free to make your trip even better. Now, these are the kinds of little known, under the radar tips that you're not going to find out about unless you watch something like our channel. So we're really excited that you're here. And I hope you have your pen ready because you're going to want to take notes. So first up, food hacks to upgrade your meal. So we're always on the lookout here at DFB for ways to improve your dining experience, and there are lots of ways that you can make the often pricey dining at Disney World work even better for you. So try asking for extra something. I do this all the time, especially depending on your particular wants and desires. Now, for me, it's always icing or frosting. So one of the DFB go-to snacks is the cinnamon roll at Gaston's Tavern in Magic Kingdom, and you can ask for extra icing on that. And these days, they'll actually give you a little covered cup of icing. They used to just scoop on some extra icing, but now they get asked about it so much that they actually give you a little extra cup of icing for the cinnamon roll. But yeah, we won't judge if you eat it with a spoon. And another free hack is to ask to change out a side. So if you're dining at Walt Disney World table service or quick service, and there's a side included with an entree that you just don't want, or there's something you would prefer more, speak up, because typically the cast members will switch it out without batting an eyelash, and it's a great way to upgrade and personalize your dining experience without spending an extra penny. Next one that I couldn't wait to tell you about, celebrate with room decorations or a special extra from Disney Floral and Gifts. Now, did you know that Disney has their very own florist? Of course they do. They are their own little city there. And it's not just flowers that the florist can pre-order for you. It's whole celebration packages. So while you can order a whole Christmas tree to your resort room or a giant $500 birthday package of decorations, snacks, treats, banners, etc., you can also order a smaller package of fun goodies that will surprise your friends or your family and really make the whole vacation feel more special. There's really nothing like checking into your resort room, going in and seeing a special delivery there for you, especially for your kids. Your kids love this sort of thing, I guarantee. And for a small amount of money, it can really start your vacation off with a bang. I used to do this all the time, get these floral packages and gifts. They're not always flowers, by the way. And I'd order them for my parents' room when my parents were going to stay at Disney World, or for my friends who were going to stay. And I'd have them delivered to their rooms, just little packages, little snacks and treats and stuff, but it really makes a huge difference for them. So, for example, have a buddy running in a Run Disney race, you can order a You Can Do It package for them with fun, healthy snacks and a Mickey cooler. Or if you're bringing your kiddos to Disney for the first time, order a first visit package with cute Mickey ears, a plush Mickey Mouse, a plush blanket, cute photo memory cards you can actually hold up, like their first wishing well wish or something like that. Super cute. And an autograph book for under $80. So this is a way to just spend a tiny bit of extra money and really change the experience for the whole family on that first day. So there's lots of ways to celebrate at lots of different price points, and you'd be surprised what a huge deal these things are for your family. If you've done this before, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear about the things you got through that service. So to access it, just head over to the Disney World website and look at the bottom for the Floral and Gifts link. Okay, next free upgrade is to upgrade your table at a restaurant. So this is another easy and free upgrade that really makes a huge difference to your dining experience. You guys know how picky I am about where I sit in restaurants. There are certain tables in restaurants that I definitely want to sit at, like the big awesome boat at the boathouse. You get to sit inside an actual boat, which is so much fun. Or that diving bell at Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar. But pretty much every Disney restaurant has desirable and undesirable locations to sit. So don't forget to request the table or the area where you want to sit when you're checking in at a table service restaurant. You can always ask for this perk. Sometimes it won't be possible, or you might have to wait a little longer to get the table you want, but when it is possible, cast members will make it happen. So tables you might want to request: window adjacent tables at spots like California Grill during Happily Ever After fireworks. You can do that at Ohana too. So get that fireworks view table, and remember to use the term fireworks view when you're requesting a specific table. Same thing for that over in Epcot, where you go to Hacienda de San Angel, places like that where you can get a fireworks view table. Sanaa, during daylight hours, you definitely want that window table. so you can see all of the animals out there without kind of having to look past somebody else's meal. Now, in some cases, you might want to sit in a specific area of a restaurant, like the sunroom at the Plaza restaurant or the West Wing when you're getting dinner at Be Our Guest. You can absolutely request your dinner dining room at Be Our Guest. A lot of people don't think you can do that, but you can. And now, again, they may not be able to grant that request, but you should absolutely request it. Specifically with the West Wing, there's lots of thunder and lightning and kind of some scary stuff going on in there for little kids. So if you've got someone who has sensory issues or little kids who don't like thunderstorms, you may request not to be seated in the West Wing. So there's definitely a lot of good research that can be done on where you should sit in these restaurants. And don't forget, in our DFB guidebook that we create, we actually have a list of table service table requests in there. Over at Sci-Fi Dine-In, you might want to request that car table because sometimes people get seated at the picnic tables in the back and they're not sitting in a car. So you might specifically request, yes, we'd really like to sit in a car. And also in Hollywood Studios over at 50s Primetime, I always request a TV table because I love to sit at those TV tables. I think those are really fun and an interesting and memorable experience. So I always request those as well. So whatever it is, if you have a specific table you'd like to be seated at, just speak up. And if you get it, that's a free upgrade to your meal, basically. Okay, next one I wanted to tell you about is ordering a personalized cake for your celebration meal or for any meal. So did you know that you can actually order cakes to your table service restaurant or to your resort room to celebrate something special, whether that's an anniversary, a birthday, an engagement, a graduation, lots of special things to celebrate, or maybe you're just celebrating your Disney trip. You can order a personalized cake. So the first thing you're going to want to do is call the cake ordering hotline at 407-827-2253 to find out your options. Now you can have personalized celebration cakes. Some can even have themes like Haunted Mansion or Frozen delivered to some restaurants on property. And you can even have celebration cakes delivered to your room through Disney Floral and Gifts if your resort offers private dining or room service. Now you can also order cakes directly from Sprinkles and Amorette's and Erin McKenna's over there in Disney Springs. And if you're looking for a gluten-free, vegan, or allergen-free cake, you're definitely going to want to talk to Erin McKenna's Bakery over there in Disney Springs. Now, there are a lot more details to ordering cakes in Disney World. We have a whole cake FAQ over on DisneyFoodblog.com. You just head to this link right here in the corner and you can see our whole Disney World cake FAQ with all the details and information about what you can order, when, and where. All right, let's talk about multi-purpose souvenirs. So another way to upgrade your Disney World vacation for very little money is to spend your souvenir dough on items that serve multiple purposes. So you're getting more bang for your buck. So think about fun popcorn buckets that you can use or display at home. I have a friend, Heather, who uses all of her Halloween popcorn buckets in her Halloween decor over there at her house. Looks really cute. And also potentially an autograph book, which you can use to slide photographs into and use as a photo album from your trip. So lots of folks hang their Mickey ears as decorations at home as well. There are really lots of items that can serve multiple purposes, even if they just bring you a lot of joy when you get home. So we're big fans of the little things around here. A fun character straw makes even the grittiest protein shake a little more enjoyable. And a fun pen from Disney takes some of the sting out of the workday. We love having our Disney World magnets up on our fridge, and surely everybody needs a lot of Disney mugs, right? So get something that's multi-purpose to use at home and remember your Disney trip. That's where you should spend your souvenir money to upgrade your trip and get a lot of use out of that money. All right, let's talk room requests. So making a room request at your Disney World resort is a great way to upgrade your stay, especially if you have a specific need that a room location or type can really help with. For example, if you've got a stroller and don't want to have to take an elevator every single time, or you must have coffee first thing in the morning, you don't want to have to cross your resort to get it, think about asking for a ground floor room for that stroller, or a room close to the counter service location so you can get your coffee. Now, we've talked about those free room requests, like standard rooms that actually have terrific views or locations that are great even though they're not considered preferred. But if you do choose to pay for an actual upgrade to a preferred room, you might find that that's so helpful that even the paid upgrade is invaluable. So preferred room upgrades can vary from $20 to $70 or more per night, so that's not small change over the course of a vacation. But if you can swing it, a preferred room can really add a lot of value depending on your family. It can save you steps at the the end of the night, give you stellar views of savannas or fireworks, or perfectly position you for the resort's amenities. And it's all worth a financial investment in the right circumstances. You just want to figure out what's right for your family. So when you're booking, be sure to check out what the preferred room rates are, and that can mean preferred views or preferred actual locations. So you'll be able to see the difference in room rates, and if you're working with a travel agent, be sure to ask them to share that information with you. All right, after hours events. Now this is a splurge. I know that. I know it's a splurge, especially if you have more than a couple of people in your family, but this may be a great bargain. I know we talk about this on the channel quite a bit because it really does help people out. I get messages from you guys all the time telling me how glad you are that you did an after hours event instead of fighting through the crowds in the heat of the day, and instead spent that money for a regular day park ticket on after hours, because you got to ride everything you wanted to ride multiple times. So Disney World's after hours events are kind of controversial, but if you play it right, after hours can be a serious upgrade for your trip. So the cost of those after hours events, which by the way, means that you get to stay in a Disney park for 3+ hours after it closes. So you are exclusively in that park with only other people that have paid for that ticket. And the ride times are usually very, very minimal, if not non-existent. And you also have access to free ice cream novelties, so things like Mickey bars and Mickey ice cream sandwiches and popsicles and things like that, and bottled beverages as well. So even though an after hours ticket may cost a tiny bit more than the cost of a regular full day ticket, depending on what day you're going, you can expect those very, very light crowds. So we're talking for Flight of Passage, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Slinky Dog Dash. You're gonna be able to ride those rides over and over and over again with very little wait. It's a great deal if you're an attraction junkie like I am. And then of course those Mickey ice cream bars, popcorn, ice cream sandwiches, soda, water, that perk can seriously add up if you've got a larger family who's gonna drink that stuff and eat that stuff. Now, after hours is typically 9 p.m. to midnight or around that time frame, but you can begin entering the park at 7 p.m., meaning you can even sneak in a few rides on attractions that might not be open during your after hours event. Now, if you've got a late arrival on your first day, or you're planning to sleep in or have a resort day one day during your trip, the after hours events can also be a perfect little puzzle piece to complete your vacation plans. So definitely something to consider. All right, upgrading your transportation. Sometimes the free mass transit on site at Disney isn't the most reliable and certainly not the fastest. Now, we've all been there. We've got a fast pass window coming up, an advanced dining reservation to make, or we're just exhausted and can't imagine standing around waiting for bus after bus after bus after the fireworks. In these instances, a rideshare or taxi might be a paid upgrade that saves the day for you guys. Minivans are a fun option, but they're not the cheapest. Lyft is the official rideshare of Disney World now, not that I'm sure it means that much, as Uber and taxis are still very much around the property, but you can do a little research before you get to the world and have an idea of what you can do should you need it, whether that's Uber, Lyft, minivan, taxi, or some other service that you have in mind. And that peace of mind, not having to hold your child for half an hour or longer while you wait for a bus, or losing your ADR, or missing your flight of passage, fast pass, that might be worth the cost of a private ride for you. So before you go, have in your brain what you will do if you need to grab that private ride at the last minute. All right, celebration buttons, another really, really fun free upgrade in Walt Disney World. This is a freebie upgrade just about anyone can use. Get a celebration button for whatever event you've got coming up. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, first visits, puppy adoptions, survived final exams. Disney will let you personalize a celebration button, and you might get a little magic because of it. So free desserts are pretty common, although your mileage may vary on that one. But maybe you'll get pulled into the Fast Pass line, or you'll surely get some hearty congratulations from cast members. So whether the attention is big or small, it feels good to know that you got the best wishes of the guests and cast members around you. And kids really, really love wearing these celebration buttons and getting wished happy birthday or congratulations if they've accomplished a big and important task in their little lives. So it's a fun, free upgrade. Check it out at Guest Relations or grab one when you check into your Disney resort. All right, let's talk festivals. So those Epcot festivals, you know, Food and Wine is going on right now. We've got Festival of the Holidays coming up, Festival of the Arts, Flower and Garden. It's just a cycle, everybody. So if you're heading to the Food and Wine Festival, you'll definitely want to check out the free and low-cost events that are available there. Now, most Epcot festivals do have some sort of free or low-cost event that you can use to upgrade your Disney trip. At Food and Wine, these include culinary and beverage demonstrations, the tailgate tasting, which is really fun and all under $20 per person, which is an awesome little upgrade and special event that you can add to your trip. These include instruction from a professional chef, sommelier, or mixologist, sometimes recipes, and usually a sample of the food or drink. And the tailgate tasting also includes a fun NFL-themed souvenir to take home and basically a full-size meal, so it's pretty great. Now, food and beverage pairings are under $30, and those include instruction from both a chef and a beverage connoisseur. And free events at the Food and Wine Festival include everything from the Disney Du Jour dance party where kiddos can boogie with some characters to the Eat to the Beat concerts, which are so awesome, and they feature the greatest bands. So if you are a 90s music fan, you gotta go to Eat to the Beat, you guys. Now, you can even meet and greet with celebrity chefs for free, so check out the Festival Center in World Showplace or the Food and Wine Passport or the DFB Guide to the Food and Wine Festival. We got a whole super long guide all about the festival with all the special details in it. You can check that out on DFB Store for all of the information over there. Now, don't forget, all the Epcot festivals have free and low-cost extra things that can really plus up your trip, so be sure to check out DFB, check out Disney Food Blog, join our newsletter. We'll tell you all about that stuff. So those are some of our favorite ways to upgrade our time at Walt Disney World without breaking the bank, or in ways that really add so much value to a vacation that the cost is totally justified. So let us know what you guys think. Please leave us a comment with your suggestions. If you've done some of these things, let us know what your experience was. We can't wait to hear from you. As always, you guys, thanks for listening and thanks for watching. We'd love to have you subscribe to the channel. You can click that little subscribe button or our little icon there in the lower right-hand corner on any of our videos to subscribe. And we always appreciate you joining up with us here at DFB. This is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.